This is going to be about why your team members fail and what the importance is and how you can prevent that, the importance of a position contract. The number one thing, if you ask people who work for a law firm, is what are the most important goals of the business? Very few of the people will be able to tell you that. If you ask them, what are the core values of the law firm? Maybe half at best will get that. You're going to come with a blank look, a stare from your team members when you ask these questions. And it's really important to know, because if your team doesn't know what the most important goals of your law firm are, then how can you expect that they're going to be on board and basically rowing in the same direction as you? You can't. So you've got to make it crystal clear from day one, before they begin working for you, what the goals of your law firm are, what the strategies are, and what your expectations are of them. Because when an employee gets fired, the number one complaint that they have is, I didn't know what was expected of me. I didn't know that you thought that I was going to do this. And you as the business owner think, well, of course I thought that. I just assumed that they knew what they were doing, but a lot of times they don't. It's really important to be crystal clear from day one exactly what you expect and put it in writing in what we call a position contract. So a position contract is where you define exactly what the expectations are of a new team member, but also the goals of the law firm, the strategies to accomplish those goals, and the values of the law firm. So let me share with you a position contract that we have for our second in command. So we just hired for the first time a chief operating officer, and we're very excited about that. But what we thought is spend an hour or two defining exactly what you expect from them. So what you're seeing here is that sort of an overview. You begin with the overview. The goal here is that the second in command would turn the vision that I have for our law firm into a reality. Then I share the values of our firm, how important our purpose, values, and mission are to the firm, the focus, how we focus on small incremental improvements, the 6 most important goals of our law firm. They're right here, because he needs to know what those numbers are. What are the metrics that guide our law firm that we look at? And everyone should know what they are. Well, these are them. This is it. So we lay it all out there so he knows. We think long term. The goal really here for our second in command is not what he can accomplish in year one, but what he can accomplish over a course of 3 years, because that's a very realistic time frame. 1 year is really too short. So I make it very clear to our second command that their job is to eliminate distractions for me. I don't like micromanaging a law firm. I don't like being involved in administrative tasks. It's their job to take all of that stuff off my plate and take chances, be frugal, cut our expenses, look at our monthly recurring expenses and just start slashing what we don't need, because we want to be frugal, like a day one company, as if we're starting from the very first day. I share how we operate. We have a daily huddle every day. You bring a positive focus, something that you're grateful for in your life, but also the 3 top goals for that day. We do that every day and we share that. If there's any obstacles or issues that one of our team members is having, that daily huddle, which typically lasts about 15 to 20 minutes, is their chance to bring it up. And basically we lay out, here's the members of our team, what each person does. We don't use the words I or me, we use the words we and us. Very important. Then the second part of the position contract, we set forth the goals of our law firm. Very big, hairy, audacious goals, which basically mean in 3 years, transforming our law firm from what is now about 98% medical malpractice, so that more than 50% of our revenue in 3 years will be generated from catastrophic injury cases that are not based upon medical malpractice. That's a pretty big goal right there. And we set forth the types of cases that we're going to try to get, our marketing goals. The ultimate goal of our law firm is to be a self-managing law firm, and our strategies for getting there. So it's good that they know the goals, but also they need to know the tactics and the strategies that you're going to follow to achieve those goals. and put them in order of priority. What is the most important strategy or tactic for achieving the goal? And then write down that list. Because when they come back to you, when you do that 90-day performance evaluation, you give them feedback. Where do we stand with these 12 different tactics that we set up to achieve? Are we making progress on each one? Because if we do these 12 things, the likelihood that we will achieve our 3-year focus increases. And then our motto at the very end, never give up, because it's a very hard line of work of what we do, and you have to just keep fighting through it. Lots of sleepless nights, lots of anxiety and worry. But the bottom line is, if you never give up, you can achieve anything. Just keep moving one step forward. So this is it. And here's the beauty of a position contract. Once you share something like this with the values of your law firm, the goals of your law firm, and the strategies, you don't really have to recreate it every single time from scratch, because you've got it laid out one time. And it's really important. I share it with all of our team members because I want them to know what our focus is, what our goals are, and you can't repeat it enough. So when you talk about the purpose, values, and mission of your law firm, you have to continually reinforce that message, because otherwise people will think it doesn't matter anymore. So every day I say, what's the value that we can use in this situation? What is the purpose of our law firm? I'm testing them because I want them to know how important these are to me, but also it should be important to them. So the purpose, values, and mission are critical. The next time you hire a new team member, draft out a position contract. I'm happy to share this one with you if you want. Just shoot me a little note in the comments. I'd like to see your position contract. I'll share with you access to all of our firm's policies and procedures on a website that's called fisherpedia.com. I'll give you the login credentials, and you can see the position contracts that we use. So if you like the video, please comment. I'd really appreciate that. I will respond to your comments. Share this video if you like it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It means an awful lot to me, and I will see you next time.